two, one. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. We just are arriving in Falmouth, Jamaica. Beautiful port. It's very pretty here. Yeah, and we are. It's so cool looking. There's some mountains in the background over here. So this is the port coming into Falmouth, Jamaica. And over here you can see the good old Jamaican flag. As we arrive here in port. What's up, Sia? How are you? Friend in Denmark. And Jesse Pinkman, how are you? Great to see you guys. Like I was saying, we are just arriving on the cruise ship here in Jamaica. And it's very pretty. So in a little bit, I'm gonna get off the boat and go walk around town. And pretty. It's pretty. So I've been on the cruise now for 2 days now. So this is the second day. Yeah, it's really beautiful. I'll show it to you guys again because it's worth seeing. And you can see the ship right here. It's kind of just moving. Those guys are waiting for us to dock. Good morning, Yasmin. Showing you the view from our balcony as we approach Falmouth, Jamaica. So we are literally almost there. So at least you're able to see a little bit. I can't really do any of the live streaming walking around because it would cost a lot of money because I'd have to do international roaming, which would be pretty expensive. But at least we have a good view from here, from the ship. We're on the right side of the ship. If we were on the other side, we wouldn't have been able to show you this. But already I'm in love with Jamaica. I mean, let's look at this again. I mean, look at this. Look how beautiful. This is so cool. I can't wait to go walking around in this little town. So pretty. And for those of you just joining, this is Falmouth, Jamaica. What's up, Kiana? We just arrived here. By the way, we need a few likes here. Got no likes. 0 likes. And I'm showing you the beauty of Jamaica. It's so pretty. So beautiful. So I'm curious what's going to be. Look what's over there. You know what they're gonna, you can read that? Craft market. Probably lots of overpriced trinkets over there. A lot of overpriced. Oh, Jesse said I already clicked like. It says 0 again. 0 likes. I'm not sure why, but. So how are you guys doing? Kiana, how are you? Jesse, Yasmin, Sia, how long you guys? So Sia's asking how long you're staying on the boat. Well, right now, I'm probably staying on for another half an hour until we get parked, and then I'm gonna go take a shower. I just woke up a little moment ago, and get dressed, and then go walk around in the town. And after tonight, we'll arrive in the Cayman Islands tomorrow. Georgetown, Cayman Islands, and then the day after, and for those of you joining, you can see Falmouth, Jamaica behind me. We're getting ready to get off. After Cayman Islands, then we're going to Cozumel, Mexico. Then we'll go back to sea. We'll be on the sea for another 2 days, and then we're going to end up on a private island that's rented by MC Cruises in the Bahamas. And after the next day, we go back to Miami. So so far it's been a good trip. These cruise ships are so huge. It is so hard to remember where the heck you are, how to find anything, but it makes it somewhat of a nice adventure. And all right, I see one of the likes now. Thank you for whomever gave a like on this lovely live stream. Oh, Jesse says, Monroe, since when did you have the super chat icon? So Jesse, I got approved for being a professional YouTuber 2 days ago, right before the trip. So 2 nights ago, I made $15 on super chat. Yesterday, I did a short one for half an hour. I made $2. I'm working on setting up the store. So remember, you made some merchandise drawings. So let's talk soon. When I get back to Miami Beach, we can talk about. I talk about buying the rights from some of those drawings so that I can use them on some of the merchandise. I think that would be cool. Jesse, one of the moderator here in this chat, young fan and very talented artist, drew some cool drawings of me, and so I'm probably going to create some merchandise with these cartoon drawings of me. It's really cool. And as Sia says, me too. Oh wow! So all of you liked, and this only says there's one like. So that's cool. Jesse's doing well. The sun is too much for me. Gonna get a heat stroke. You think you're gonna get a heat stroke? What are we gonna do when we start walking in there here in Jamaica Island? Wherever you are, it's not as hot and humid as it is here in Jamaica. Thanks, Jesse. Jesse says, congrats, Monroe, you deserved it. Yeah, guys, I got the channel monetized. I'm officially a professional YouTuber now. 18 years it took. That's it. That's all it took, was 18 years. It was a longer journey than most Olympic athletes. So if those Olympic athletes thought they were impressive at the Olympics, well, this guy right here, 18 years of struggle to get there. So I'm hoping next week I'm going to launch the memberships on the website, on the YouTube channel. So, and I did a whole bunch of polls. Apparently there are a bunch of people who said they want to pay $5 a month to get regular for a moment. Thanks, Vera, again. Yeah, my mom is just we're looking at this scene right here. And it really, really is beautiful. For those joining, this is Falmouth, Jamaica. We're on a MSC cruise. We, is my mother and I. And it is really, everyone's getting ready, excited to get off the boat and go check out. Yeah, they're still trying to connect us to the dock. So beautiful Falmouth, Jamaica. And I did not expect this. I did not expect that there would be these mountains. Really, really pretty. And Vera is recommending everyone subscribe and share the comments. Thank you. Online Vera says, what did I miss? Arrived in port in Jamaica, and while they're getting everything all set up, I thought I'd do a nice live stream and show you this beautiful island locale. And Jesse it keeps disconnecting me. So guys, if I get disconnected, it's just because the Wi-Fi is not going. Oh no, oh yeah. For a moment, I keep getting disconnected because the connection here on the boat is not perfect, as you may imagine. And Christian Diaz, how are you? Welcome. And Andrew Campbell is freezing. You're freezing wherever you are. I don't know what that flag is. It's a like a blue flag with a white X on it. What's up, Rich the Fish? Does Monroe keep glitching? Yeah, I totally do. The Wi-Fi on the boat is certainly not perfect. I'm impressed that I'm actually able to even do this because it's an internet connection that they have with satellites as the boat is going. But hey, it's at least allowing us to do a little bit of this live stream here from Falmouth, Jamaica. So if you've never seen Jamaica, this is what it looks like. Quite beautiful. And what's up, Andrew Campbell? And a Scotland's satire. Are you in Scotland, Andrew? Are you a good Scot? Are you a great Scot? The Wi-Fi. You'd think that it's kind of expensive. It cost about $100 to have, maybe more than that, $120, just to be able to have the high-speed internet on the cruise that allows me to do the live streaming. But I think it's worth it because this is a lot of fun. What's up, Blue Dragons? Behind us, we see Falmouth, Jamaica. Let me show you again, guys, what we've got here. There's the ocean over there, and it's amazing. Look, you can look at those rolling sandbars over there. The water going over these sandbars. It's very pretty. The Jamaican flag is over there. Can't really see it though because it's wrapped around the flagpole. And here's the port here in Falmouth, Jamaica. Got a bunch of other cruise goers waiting to get off the boat. And I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to go and see what's going. I wish I could go on a hike up into the mountain, but I don't think that's going to be possible today. Have any of you been to Jamaica? Either Jamaica, the country, or Jamaica, Queens? As I was saying before, there's an actual part of Queens in New York City called Jamaica. I don't know if it's named after Jamaica here. The country? Probably the country is named after Jamaica, Queens. That makes a lot more logical sense. Absolutely. So Jesse's never been to Jamaica. I've never been to Jamaica either, because technically I think I'm still on international waters because I'm on the boat. But as soon as I get off the boat, then I will be able to add a brand new country to the list of places that I've been to. Walter White has also never been, so neither Jesse Pinkman nor Walter White. So I guess I'm having problems here. There, we're back again. As I say, we keep getting disconnected. Apologies for that. You know, but I'm glad that Mr. White and Mr. Pinkman's operation did not come down to Jamaica. We don't need that type of stuff down here in Jamaica. I mean, look at this raw island blue. Look at this raw island beauty. We do not need more. And for those of you just joining again, my name is Monroe Mann. I'm on a cruise ship. We're just stopping in good old Jamaica. There's a guy right down there. I'm going to go down and see if I can say hi to him. See? Look at him. I'm going to go see if we can say hi. Well, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to say hi to that guy right there and said, I saw you from the cruise ship. And I wanted to come down and say hello. I still can't honestly, even if I couldn't even get off the ship, just seeing this is beautiful enough. This is spectacular. It is so pretty. Wow, 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 wow. Falmouth, Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live and direct. And my name is Monroe Mann. My channel has music, comedy, improv, motivation, and as you can see, we also do travel. So I'm excited that you're here. Hope you'll click subscribe. Hope you'll click like. Mr. White, we have to earn money, not lose money. That's right, Jesse Pinkman. Jesse wants to know why I didn't take him to the cruise ship. Well, I just couldn't find you. I was waiting at the port in Miami Beach, and I was thinking, where the heck is Jesse Pinkman? The ship went boo boo. I said, I gotta go. I gotta get on the boat. Can't wait for Pinkman. Pinkman is late. Could have stuffed me in a suitcase. I would have stuffed you in a suitcase if you were there. But you did not show up. That's a great lesson for life, guys. You can't take advantage of opportunities unless you show up. If you want to get stuffed in a suitcase, you got to show up and be there so that someone can stuff you in the suitcase. So suitcase stuffing is really or should I say stepping up the suitcase. You need to step up to the suitcase of your life so you can get stuffed in so that you can travel on this cruise ship all the way to Jamaica. And oh, you showed up and you were waiting for him. All right, so Jesse says that he did show up. He wanted to get stuffed in the suitcase and come on this cruise ship. The problem is you didn't let somebody know that you were ready for suitcase stuffing. So you can't just show up and hope that someone's going to notice you. A lot of people do that in life. They just show up, like they'll go to a party and they'll just stand in the corner and they'll just look around like, boom, boom, boom. I hope someone notices me. I hope someone subs me in the suitcase. No. You have to be the first mover. You have to go up and say, hey, I'd like to go on the ship. Is there anybody here who wants to stuff me in the suitcase so we can go on the trip to the Caribbean? Jesse said, Monroe stuffed me in a, Jesse says, I was ready. I was holding a sign saying, Monroe, stuff me in a suitcase, please. How funny. Well, I'm going to show you guys again here at Falmouth, Jamaica. Just arrived on the cruise ship. And thank you for clicking like. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for becoming a subscriber. And if anyone wants to super chat, you're always welcome to. Again, I did not expect Jamaica would be as beautiful as this is. It is stunning. I could see myself living here. Who else wants to live here? Let me do a poll right here. I'm going to do a nice poll. Who would enjoy living here? So there's the poll. So I'm giving you what you can do the poll based on. I'm going to do another panoramic view of Falmouth, Jamaica. And we got some votes coming in now. I mean, the architecture is stunning. It really looks like that old typical British colonial feel. I'm not 100% sure that if the Jamaica was a former British colony, but I mean, it has that look. This looks like an old pirate town from the 1500s, 1600s. Just really beautiful. I'm gonna pan right back around. This is Falmouth, Jamaica. We've only got one vote. How can we only have one vote, guys? One vote. Yeah, I mean, look at that building right there. That's typically like, that looks like an old British type of architecture. That yellow building over there looks like an old British type of architecture, colonial architecture. Only one person is taking the vote. So I'm in Falmouth, Jamaica here on the cruise ship. Oh, we got 2 votes finally. I mean, look at this. I would love to live here. I mean, this looks like a really fantastic place. Reminds me again of, like, sometimes if you're not happy, maybe it's where you're living. They say that it's not where you're living, it's not your environment that's causing your sadness, it's your mind. And so if you move, your problems are going to move with you. But I am pretty happy right now. I got no sadness and this and that, and I think like this looks like a much cooler place to live than where I live now in Miami Beach. And my dollar would go a lot further. I mean, imagine how much a dollar can buy me here. Maybe not a little craft market right down there. But in general, your dollar can go a lot farther in the islands than they will in the United States. And life is probably so much better here. More relaxing, calm, chill. And you know, if this YouTube live streaming thing takes off, maybe I can afford to just live here because I can live wherever the heck I want. So we got 8 votes here. 8 votes. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this fantastic poll here. Very fascinating. 50-50. So it's very interesting. Half of you would love to live here in Falmouth, Jamaica. Half of you would not. I'm very curious why. Why would some of you like to live here and some of you not? Why would you not? I know why you would like to live here. This is absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. Falmouth, Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen. And there's the ocean right there. But yeah, hey Philly Phil, this is Jamaica. From looking at a roof, yeah, that's all you got to go on, Paul Smith. You have to decide, do you want to come live in Falmouth just by looking at the right here? I think it's just gorgeous. It just makes me happy. I'm just thinking about the peace that you would have here. Look at the peace that you would have just by living here. So relaxing. And Andrew says, Paul, keep your lefty views out. Let's see, Jesse's getting a brain aneurysm. Let's see, we got colonialism here, says from Paul Smith. Yeah, Jesse's the best mod in the chat, absolutely are. Let's see. Yeah, red rooftops. Let's see. All right, I'm reading more of these comments here. Andrew's telling that the UB40 Kingston town. You know what? The only UB40 song that I've ever heard was Red Red Wine. Now you've got me inspired to listen to the song Kingston Town. That sounds fascinating. Well, here, Andrew, I was thinking the same thing about Miami Beach, and I lived there for been there for 3 years now. I used to live in New York, which of course gets very cold. I used to live in Maine too. It took me about 3 years, but I'm actually getting used to the heat now. I mean, look at this. I am outside in these pants, and it's not killing me. I'm gonna take off my pants and put on shorts to go walking around town. But you start to get used to it. And I mean, years ago, I used to think, how the heck could somebody live in the Caribbean year round? Well, there are seasons. I mean, even in Miami Beach in the winter, it does get chilly. Sometimes it gets down to the 40s. I don't know about here in Jamaica. Obviously, it's a little bit more warm because it's closer to the equator. But I mean, this is midsummer. This is mid-August right now, and I'm not dying. There is look at the breezes, guys. Look at the trees. Look at the breezes on these palm trees. I mean, I can feel those breezes right now, and it is really refreshing. And I mean, no matter where you are walking around, you're going to get these breezes, and that reduces. Wind chill is a thing, even when it's hot. When I drive my little motor scooter all around in Miami Beach, even though it's like 90 degrees outside, as soon as my scooter starts going, my gosh, it feels like it drops 20 degrees in temperature. So I think the heat, I think you could still survive here, no problem. Absolutely. And we have Federal Police Australia is here. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. And Chotu's here. Good to have you. Paul Smith is here. Hey, it's Lily. How are you? Good to have you here, Lily. And by the way, thank you guys for subscribing. My name is Monroe Mann. My channel has obviously travel, a lot of live streams. That's what I do mostly now. It's how I got my channel monetized 2 days ago, by doing live streams like this, because I have such a charming personality and the coolest fans in the history of YouTube. I'm talking about you. Don't look around. Don't look to the left or right. Look right there in the mirror. It's you. You're an awesome fan. Thank you for. So as I said, I do live streams with music, comedy. I have these funny improv characters. We talk current events, politics, Trump, Kamala Harris, and we talk about the world, global things going on. And when I can, I will take you on journeys with me whenever I go traveling. Tomorrow, I'll show you the Cayman Islands. The day after that, I will show you Cozumel, Mexico. And the day after that, we'll be at the sea again, but then eventually we'll be at Bahamas. And again, it's limited depending on whether I've got internet, because the Wi-Fi is kind of sometimes spotty here on the ship, but so far it's doing pretty well. And yeah, pretty palm trees, absolutely. Yeah, not only this, but they've got beautiful other trees here too. Nice. I mean, look, it has, like, looking right down there, you wouldn't know that this is Jamaica. Those just look like regular trees you'd find anywhere, but then you scroll up, pan up rather, and look, and you see the mountains, you see these palm trees, this beautiful architecture. Like, that looks like a beautiful church of some sort right here. Tuk, 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 tuk. I don't know if it's a church or not, but it sort of looks like that. There's another steeple over here. Beautiful. This is Falmouth, Jamaica, guys. And the most beautiful thing ever, look, a cell phone tower. That's the most structure in every country. Because otherwise, hard to do communication. What I'm surprised about is, why is there not one boat at this dock? Where are all the boats? There's plenty of room for each one of us to have a boat and dock it there. So I think we should all get a boat and let's go park it here in Jamaica and let's live the good life. Honestly, this is making me really think that I should get out of Miami Beach. I think I'd much prefer to live somewhere like this. This is more my style. I either want New York City or Shanghai, which is absolute craziness, or absolute serenity like this. I feel like in the middle just doesn't cut it. I want the extreme. My life is extreme. I want extreme craziness in New York City or extreme relaxation. And that's my policy, and I'm going to try to stick to it. Jesse's asking, the secret to my glowy, clear, and shiny skin. I think it's because I've been living in a very humid environment for the last 3 years. It makes me beautiful. It makes me stunning. Hello, ladies. Great to see you. Wataguan from Jamaica, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And Paul says you don't experience something unless you have drinks in the gutter with locals. Okay, let me see. We got to find a gutter. I don't know where the gutter is, but I'm looking. I can see lots of locals. And then I will next look to see where the gutter is. Then I need to find a drink to have with the locals in the gutters. I will do my best for you, Paul. I will do my best. Jesse says, I want to go to Mexico, but my dad doesn't let me because he says I'm going to get kidnapped by the cartel. They even warned us here, too. It's like, be careful. They said, here, stay within the local town. They said, don't go wandering off onto the island. Maybe that's overkill, but prudence is always important. Whenever here are some travel tips, just so you guys know. Always keep an eye on your valuables. I will still keep my wallet in my back pocket, but you need to, literally every 30 seconds, I do a pat, like boom, 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 wherever I have a pocket, and make sure everything's there. Cell phone, keys, pat the back of my butt, make sure my wallet's there. If anyone bumped into you, I learned this by living in New York City. If you're walking and someone goes boom, bumps into you, immediately, boom, 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 check everything. Because they're super good super talented at bumping into you, and they use the bump to disorient your senses so that you don't feel them grab into your pocket and pull out your wallet or your purse. Generally, try not to walk around by yourself if you can, or at least stay in areas where there are other people. Certainly in a place where you don't know, like Falmouth, Jamaica, I know nothing about it, so I'm not going to start wandering down empty alleyways and deciding it's just not so smart. Certainly when you're on these cruises, don't go too far. Met some folks, this was a big controversy a year or two ago or whatever. They were on a Princess Cruise Line. They signed up for an excursion with the cruise that took them off to somewhere on a bus, and then the bus never came back for them, and the cruise left without them, and then Princess Cruise Line refused to reimburse them and this and that. Caused major problems. So certainly if you're on a cruise, give yourself plenty of time to get back onto the boat, because the boat will depart and leave you. Now again, not so terrible to be left behind on this island, but definitely so on the ship are your medications, your retainers, your computer, your books, your clothing, and things like that. And in terms of eating food, you can basically try whatever you want when you go traveling, but certainly just be prepared that your bowels may not be accustomed to some of the things that you're going to eat, and be ready for some diarrhea. And I'm not being disgusting, I'm just being serious. They call that Montezuma's revenge, Jesse, when you go to Mexico. And if you start to have diarrhea, so just be careful. I'm usually adventurous and I'll try whatever. And certainly in a place like this is not really a very local area. It's very touristy because it's a cruise ship port. So I'm sure they've created a cuisine that's going to be easy for most people to digest. But you never know. The other big tip is turn your phone onto airplane mode. My phone has been on airplane mode as soon as I got on the ship. And if I don't have Wi-Fi, that's it, unless it's a grave emergency. I'll bring my phone with me to maybe take some photos, but as I mentioned, I'm not going to be using that cell phone tower for international roaming, for phone calls or for live streaming or anything like that. And I have a T-Mobile international plan, so technically I can turn on and go roaming, and I think I can send and receive text messages for free as part of my plan. But until I verify 100% that I have free text messages, I don't do it. So when I get off the ship, what I'm going to do is turn off airplane mode and allow it to connect to the roaming network here in Jamaica. And if I'm in a country that's part of the T-Mobile roaming agreement that I have, I will get a text message that says, "Hey, like, congrats, you've got free roaming here. Text messages, and if you make phone calls, it's going to cost this per minute." No phone calls, but at least I can do text messages or send WhatsApp messages, and potentially communicate with my mom and or anybody else. So that's a big tip. You got to be really, really careful about expenses. And if you want to be a good world traveler, you figure out all that stuff, because you could get back home and find out you've got a $750 phone bill because you had no idea that the roaming was not actually free or this and that. So anyway, those are some tips. Let me some of these comments here. For those who are joining me, I'm Monroe Mann, professional YouTube live streamer and YouTuber, and I'm in Falmouth, Jamaica. I'm on an MSC cruise, and I am showing you guys a little bit how beautiful this beautiful place is. Some more messages from Andrew Campbell, Mick Obama and his boyfriend Cammie. Okay. Phil says that's where they filmed Shadas. So they filmed a movie here, says Phil. Interesting. I can imagine. This is a beautiful place. Crazy. Good people everywhere. Don't be flash and show off. How to super chat, Jesse. How to do super chat? I don't know, but I think there's a $ icon in the live stream or in the chat, and you click it, and it's connected to your Google Pay account or whatever. And then I think it's the lowest price someone did yesterday was 99 cents. And by the way, why would you guys want a super chat? Once I can get more money from doing this, I will start to do more interesting live streams. If I can afford to do more traveling, thanks to you guys, absolutely I will. Certainly can do more live streams because I will not have to worry about making money from other sources. So thank you, of course, for supporting the channel, even by just clicking like or subscribing and turning on the bell. What's up? Official Donald J. Trump is in the house. I see him in the chat. Jesse found out why you were single. Tell me, Jesse, I would love to know. Andrew's here. Yeah, Jesse's been single for so long because I got all the ladies, the ones that aren't any left. I've been hearing this complaint from so many people and so many guys, and I just want to apologize on my behalf. I'm sorry for taking all the women. It's the same thing happened here on the cruise ship. I mean, all these guys came with their wives and girlfriends, and they're all knocking on my door. I mean, I have to basically quarantine here in my room because the girls are just not, I don't know what it is. Maybe, Jesse, it's this beautiful skin that you talked about. But, I mean, it's exhausting. And we've got official Donald J. Trump, Monroe taking all the women. Jesse says, thanks for the tips. You're welcome. And Andrew says, Paul, throw us a bone. Stop taking all the ladies. Wait, I thought I was taking all the ladies. So now we got this guy. I'm competing with Paul now. Paul, what are you doing? I don't like sharing my women. The locals, Andrew, don't trust it because of Titanic. You know what's amazing? I did this. I was doing some research on Titanic about a year ago. Apparently, the Titanic is something like 1/6 of the size of this ship that I'm on right now. So everybody thinks of the Titanic as being bigger than anything ever in the world. It's significantly smaller than the ship that I am on right now. And So, but I would say, Jesse, it's something to be concerned about. Make sure you can swim before you go on a cruise ship, and make sure you know where the exits are. And then I don't think you have to worry about a lot of things. I mean, it's really, you do feel a swaying. I mean, I feel the ship moving. It's very slightly, very slight. I get motion sickness on a bus, and I thought that usually I have to take Dramamine when I'm like if I'm in an airplane. I always take Dramamine. I have not had to take Dramamine at all, even though right now the boat is kind of going like this, very, very slightly. But you do sometimes when you're walking, you get a kind of, and when you're inside the ship and you don't see the ocean or anything, and it's a weird feeling because you're inside and you're like, why am I swaying? It's because the ship, of course, is moving. Jesse doesn't want to get diarrhea. Does anybody want to get diarrhea? Raise your hand if any of you are interested in getting a Jamaican revenge or Montezuma's revenge. I don't think anybody is. You just got to be careful. Jesse's his vacation is almost over, so he's going to his new school. You're scared. Don't be scared. Remember, be confident. And as I keep talking about with bullying and stuff, bullying happens when bullies find prey that's easy to bully. And certainly, like a lion is not going to go after a very strong creature. The lion's going to try to go after something that she thinks that she can easily overtake. So Jesse, you got to go in there strong, shoulders back, smiling. And if somebody pushes you, you push them back and say, "Don't push me." Literally 9 times out of 10, that is enough to let them to back off. And be confident. Sometimes a new environment, you end up having a new take. They see you as a different person, and it could be different. Also, ask yourself, Jesse, if you're concerned. I know this is something we talked about before. Make a list of what are all the possible things that somebody might bully me about, and figure out how you're going to address each one before you get there. Hope that helps. And House of Sports is asking Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. I'm voting for Donald Trump. I don't think it's a question at all. A lot of people, I think, are misled by what Kamala Harris is allegedly going to do. She's making all these promises about how she's going to improve the country. She's been vice president for 4 years, and the country has gone down the hill. The world has just deteriorated into a hotbed of wars absolutely everywhere. I keep telling people, just think about, use your common sense. Donald Trump, when he was in office, there were no conflicts in the world. The world was a very safe place. It's funny that when Donald Trump was in office, there was a lot of blustering talk from all these world leaders. Well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but they did nothing. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris in office, there's no big blustery talk. They just take big blustery action. Putin invades Russia, and Hamas brutally attacked Israel, and countless other situations going on around the South China Sea, and not good. Inflation. Kamala Harris says, "Elect me, and I'm going to bring inflation down." I'm thinking, you're the reason inflation went up. When Donald Trump left office, inflation was around 2% in the United States. Now it's at 6%, 6.5%, and the mortgage rates have gone up crazy. I mean, it's bonkers. That's why anybody who would think that continuing the same policies from the current administration is going to make things better. Absolutely not. Everyone needs to put aside their personalities. But put aside the personalities of these candidates and just focus on their actual policies. If you do a genuine, honest analysis of what Donald Trump did versus what Kamala Harris did, I think people who have half a brain are going to make the world is better. If you're put it this way, if you vote for Kamala Harris, you're doing it to make a political statement, but you're not doing it because you want the country and the world to be a safer place. That's my opinion. You're welcome to have your own, and I welcome divergent viewpoints on my channel, of course, and no one's going to be blocked just because you like Kamala Harris or Joe Biden. That's fine. but just be respectful as much as you can. And let's see. Jesse says, please, I need a girlfriend. Hey, Jesse, me too. I'm 46 years old and I've been forever. And it's for any of you out there who are single and are having trouble finding somebody, don't be too hard on yourself. I have to remind myself not to be too hard on myself too. I'm on this cruise ship and I see all these guys with their girlfriends and their wives and their families, and I don't have that. I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have a wife, I don't have kids. And I attribute that to me is I don't want to be with a girl just because I could be with a girl. There are a lot of people I could probably say, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend? And she would say yes, but I think most of these people, their personalities don't match with me. And I know in the long run it's not going to work. So why go through all that and lower your standards for someone who you are not 100% certain is going to make you happy? So there's nothing wrong with being single. Sometimes I feel lonely. I'm not going to lie. I think that's the human condition in general. As many of you know, I have a PhD in psychology. Being lonely is kind of what we are. We have this intense yearning for community and to be around people. Even Henry David Thoreau, who wrote the book Walden, he tried to, the whole book is applauding the benefits of living a solitary lifestyle. He lived on Walden Pond for 2 years in Massachusetts. But after 2 years, he came back to society. So, and even there, while he was in Walden Pond, he had to go into town like once every 3 months or something for provisions. Don't feel bad that you feel lonely, because I think every human being feels lonely. Why does every human being go out to try to find a girlfriend, try to find a wife? Because they want to feel less lonely. But the truth is, look, half of the people in relationships do not enjoy being in that relationship. So I was sitting, this is MSC Cruises. There are a bunch of Italians here because this is an Italian cruise line company, from what I understand. And I was sitting on this bench, just downstairs, and then this couch, and there was this, all of a sudden, there were 3 Italians sitting there. And then a bunch more Italians came, and all of a sudden, literally, they were all screaming at each other. It was really funny, actually. I mean, it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and they were all screaming at each other in Italian. And everybody is looking at this family screaming. And it kind of made me feel, because I realized, Monroe, you're not the only person who's having difficulty with family, who's having difficulty with relationships. We are all dealing with this craziness called life. And I'm on the cruise ship here with my mom. We get along sometimes, and sometimes we don't. And I'm talking about just like in the matter of a few hours, we're yelling at each other, and then a few hours later, we're going, spending some time together and having lunch. So please don't worry if you're having difficulties with your family. We all do. And please don't worry if you are single. The right person will come when the right person comes. And if the right person doesn't come, be grateful that you didn't sacrifice your standards and get together with the wrong person, because that person will drive you absolutely crazy. And I'm sure some of you watching are in a relationship right now where someone's driving you absolutely crazy. My recommendation to you guys is either figure out how to make it work, figure out how to put up with them, or how to find joy in your life despite that, or number 3, you got to leave that relationship. But if you just keep going hoping that things are magically going to improve just on their own, not going to happen. You either need to change yourself so you can put up with them, change them somehow so that they change their ways, or number 3, pack your bags and head out. For those of you joining, again, I'm on the cruise ship here. We're in Falmouth, Jamaica. Showing you that right here. I'll go back to the chat in a minute. Beautiful, beautiful country and a beautiful island. I did not expect Jamaica. I mean, the truth is, you hear the only things that I've heard about Jamaica. Here are the 3 things I knew about Jamaica before I came here. 1, Bob Marley, of course. Number 2, Wataguan. My Jamaican friends would always teach me that little phrase, which is like, how are you doing in Jamaican patois, whatever. Number 3, cool runnings in the Jamaican bobsled team. But That's really basically. Oh, and number 4, that be careful in Jamaica because there's a lot of crime there, and you don't want to get abducted and this and that. So, but then you look at this and you realize, wow, no one told me about this. This is gorgeous. I will completely risk abduction if I can live here. Just absolutely really pretty. So, and this is another reason why travel is so important. Travel is so important because it opens your eyes, and it helps you dispel myths. This is the same thing with a lot of people in the political spectrum, and it's both people on the left and the right. If you're only watching Fox News or only using Twitter or X to get your news, you're missing a big picture. If you're only watching CNN and MSNBC and using Blue Sky, well, you're missing a big picture too. You have the blinders on. You have got to get deep in there and find the actual truth yourself, and not just listening to these talking heads. Like, for example, don't just listen to me. Don't take my word for it that this is Jamaica. Maybe I'm lying to you, right? Maybe this is not Jamaica. Maybe this is a green screen, and I'm just really good at technology. I'm not even on a cruise ship. I'm not even Monroe Mann. I've got a deep fake, face on me. Do your own research. Look on Google and see, and don't even trust Google either. Use Google, use Bing, use DuckDuckGo, and search Falmouth, Jamaica, port. See if it does it look like this. There's a great legal expression. I'm a lawyer. A contract lawyer is the primary specialty that I focus on. And one of the biggest contract maxims is trust but verify. That's what a contract is. That's the same thing with a prenuptial agreement. If you're getting married to someone, prenuptial means means before, and nuptial means marriage. So pre-marriage agreement. Trust but verify. I know you love your husband or your soon-to-be husband or wife. That's the trusting part. What's the verify part? The prenuptial agreement. I know you have a business partner, and you know you're going to work together, so you don't need to, and he's your best friend. That's the trusting part. What's the verify part? Get it in writing and figure out exactly how you're going to share your profits. What's going to happen to the copyright if you guys get into an argument over the who owns the screenplay, all that stuff. Same thing with this. Trust. You can trust me, 100%. I think I come across still here. I don't know if I'm still live or not. If I got disconnected. I think I got back on. I got connected again. But I was saying, trust me that this is Falmouth, Jamaica. Falmouth. I was having fun last night with Rocco, going, I'm going tomorrow to Falmouth, Jamaica. I don't know why. Does that mean every time I go there, they're going to yell at me? Are they going to yell at me every day here when I go to Jamaica and Falmouth? And but trust but verify. It's one of the best bits of advice I could give all of you guys for me as a lawyer, sharing something I've learned. Too many people trust people in their lives, but they don't verify by doing their own research or by getting a proper contract in writing. Please verify. I'm going to take a picture of myself. Yeah, I just did a screenshot. Beautiful, beautiful shot of Falmouth, Jamaica. No, I'm not so bad looking myself. 9 o'clock because I thought I was going to sleep late. I ended up waking up at 7 in the morning, and I'm glad I did because I got to do this awesome live stream with you guys. You guys are fantastic. So let me catch up with some of the go shower and go get dressed and then head out and go to visit Falmouth, Jamaica. And Smeggy McKee, how are you? Yeah, they should give you a GPS wristband. They did give me a wristband. Look. So I have this cool wristband. It cost $13 for 2 of them, one for me and one for my mom. And this other wristband, the one underneath, is for I could go on the water slides. You had to sign a release. This thing opens my door. This thing allows me to buy things on the ship. So basically, you can just walk around with this. You don't need to worry about your room card or your room key, which is, I always lose those things. This thing allows me to stay informed. Jesse doesn't have motion sickness. Uh-oh, Andrew. Let me see. Any settings of swingers on the boat? Smeggy McKee, I have not seen any swingers, but they did have some swingers because they had some swing dance lessons. So, and Smeggy McKee, common sense. Give them back to the ship after the cruise. What else? A lot of comments in here. I'm trying to catch up. Jesse says people make fun of my height and my name, which is the most common ones. And Jesse, just do a Google search and say, you could ask ChatGPT and say, what are some things I could say to people who make fun of me because of my height, because I'm short. I guarantee you ChatGPT will come up with a bunch of clever retorts that you could use to something like that. Smeggy McGee is from Australia. What's going to happen if Kamala Harris wins? Not so much the fact that what's going to happen to the world, but what has happened to the world. Because if she wins, it says, like, the country has changed and the world has changed in a dramatic way, where people are very low information voters and people voting on emotion rather than logic and intellect. And that scares the bajonkers out of me, because I don't know if you can hear those drums. We got some Jamaican steel drums and stuff playing. Trump for the world, Americans, we need you. Praying for snow. What's up, Marek? How are you? Levby. And let's see what else we got. What's up, Goku Black? Smeggy just put on, Jesse put on a bunch of sunscreen. And snow. So many messages here on here. Jesse, don't be lonely. I'm here with you, buddy. And snowballs flying everywhere, and Andrew's home. Finland is on the list. And what else? Good luck for the season. Jesse wants to know if his dream of becoming an actor can come true. Look, if my dream of becoming a paid YouTuber can come true after 18 years, for those of you just joining, my channel just got monetized 2 days ago. I have a grand total of $18 earned as a live streamer via Super Chats. And I'm going to be adding memberships in the next week once I figure out how to set that up. And then after that, Jesse, you and I, we're going to be working on setting up the store. We're going to start selling some Billy Bob merchandise, Monroe Mann merchandise, all that great stuff. And yeah, it's an awesome picture here. Yeah, they have 3 water slides here on this cruise ship. Francis, how are you? And Smeggy McGee, Andrew, heat stroke. I am Green Giant is in the house. How are you, my friend? Good to have you back. And yep, I'm your best friend, Jesse. Happy to be here for you. I am Green Giant says congratulations. Thank you. Keep your chin up, Jesse. You can do it, mate. I agree. Thanks, Smeggy McKee. Guys, I am absolutely having a blast talking with you, but I'm also having a blast knowing that I'm about to go visit Jamaica for the first time. And certainly I think you guys would think I'm a fool if I stayed on this ship and talked to you guys the whole time. I'll try to do a live stream later tonight once I get back on the ship. Maybe Kino Surf will be coming in. Certainly, you'll see a range of characters again through the trip. It's been hey, that's the motherland. I'm looking forward to a Green Giant. It's a beautiful country you got here. I'm really excited to see Falmouth, Jamaica. Thanks, Megan McKee. I'm going to go get out there, mate. And that's right, Kino Surf, let's go. I think Kino will be on tonight. Love you guys. Thank you so much for your support, and I hope you have a great